When you go where no one's gone,
No one's gone.
you will see what no one's seen,
No one's seen.
and you will know what no one knows.
No one knows.
Welcome to a very special one-part mini-series of Barely Normal caught on camera. For centuries, even before the invention of the telescope, people have been fascinated with the man on the moon. But in modern times, with technology constantly advancing and telescopes becoming stronger all the time, scientists have recently discovered the man on Uranus. Get ready to be unprepared as a prodigy science whiz kid takes us on a journey and gives us a glimpse at a part of our galaxy where the sun doesn't shine.
On Uranus.
Strap yourself in for an epic encounter with the man on Uranus.
Hi, my name is Galaxy, and I'm a telescope protocol technician here at NASA. Currently, I'm the youngest member of the team. When I was 11, my teachers noticed I was special. I passed my high school test then. I got my associate's degree at age 12, bachelor's at 13, master's at 14, and last year, I got a few PhDs. Ever since then, I've been working here. Cool, huh? When I was in grade school, my friends and I would make jokes about it. But around here, Uranus is no laughing matter. All this rocket science stuff is really neat, but next year, when I get my permit, I'm gonna learn to drive. And that is gonna be awesome. Yeah! When I started working here 10 months ago, it was perfect timing. They had just launched the Anaconda Super Telescope. They call it that because it's so much bigger than all the other telescopes. It can reach much deeper and go much further into space. It pretty much makes the Hubble look like the rubble. That's a little joke we like to tell around here. Turns out, rocket science humor is not very popular at parties. I've been able to track the Anaconda's trajectory all the way throughout the solar system. It's been really fun. When we finally got the lens pointed at Uranus, we were really surprised at what we saw. To be one of the first people to see Uranus up close like this was great. Once you tell the telescope to capture an image, it takes about a week before the telescope receives that transmission. And once it captures that image, it takes another week before we receive it. Can you imagine sending a message and not getting a response for 2 weeks? Crazy, right? The discovery of this formation on Uranus was huge for us. It didn't make much sense, seeing as how Uranus is made of methane and other gases. Uranus is a very active place. It experiences supersonic winds on a daily basis. The topic of this planet, in particular, seems to make many adults act like 6th graders. I don't know why. With these new findings, we know a lot more about Uranus, but there's still much more to learn. Uranus is kind of a big deal to me. I have pictures and posters of it all over my office, as you can see. One thing's for sure, now that we're right there, this close to Uranus, we're not leaving anytime soon. We've got a lot of work to do there.
When you think about how big this planet is in comparison to the moon, that's when you realize the man on Uranus is humongous.
All this information about Uranus is a lot to take in.
This is big news. A popular jazz band even wrote a song about it.
Look up to the sky, there's a man on Uranus. He's up there really high. He's there to entertain us. You think he's so fine, but can you really blame us? You watch his exercise. He's the man on Uranus. The man on Uranus.
Woo! Catchy tune.
If the government finds anything valuable beneath the surface of Uranus, you know they're gonna start drilling it.
Now that people know so much more about Uranus, only time will tell what they do with it.
Who knows? With all those gases, someday Uranus could just explode.
Uranus could be weaponized.
I heard that scientists in the private sector are working on an unmanned robot to touch down someday and get a piece of Uranus back to Earth for study. I hope that robot doesn't malfunction. The last thing you want is to set a robot loose on Uranus with no way to control it.
Someday, Uranus could get sucked into a black hole.
Turns out, there's a lot of things I didn't know about Uranus.
If they develop a way for travelers to get to Uranus, you never know how many people would come.
I know they've already named it the man on Uranus, but it could be a woman holding a hoagie sandwich.
Maybe someday it'll be a huge destination.
Someday, this planet might be an interesting tourist destination, but for now, I don't think Uranus is ready for that many people.
With that much methane, just one blast from Uranus could blow us all away.
Uranus is very interesting. I can see why so many people really get into it.
These high-definition images really allow you to examine the contours of Uranus.
Uranus is so enormous that if we were any closer to it, we would all be engulfed in its methane cloud. Ugh.
These images are so vivid, I feel like Uranus is right there in front of me. With so much methane in and around Uranus, it doesn't seem like the kind of place people would want to go.
The rings around Uranus are actually a trail of orbiting particles. I imagine if you were to go in there, you'd want to avoid those.
With all the asteroids surrounding the planet, it sounds like going to Uranus would be a rough entry.
Uranus is a fascinating place that's full of surprises. You never know when one of them is gonna come popping out.
The asteroid belt that surrounds the planet keeps Uranus from being penetrated by a meteor.
I didn't realize Uranus was so colorful.
With all that atmospheric debris, I'll bet Uranus just gets pummeled every day.
This formation on Uranus could have been caused by a massive impact. Or Uranus could have had visitors in its past. What we're looking at could be the remnants of an ancient civilization.
Who knows? Maybe these formations are from another species that spend a lot of time working on Uranus.
There are still a lot of questions about how that man on Uranus got there.
Now that Uranus is out there like this, it's only a matter of time before someone tries to claim it as their own.
I wonder which country will be the first to make actual contact and plant a flag in Uranus. That would be quite an accomplishment, just sticking out and waving around in the breeze.
When that day comes, my hope is that people don't fight over it the way they fight over the moon. I hope everyone shares Uranus.
All these theories about what's in Uranus are purely hypothetical. As far as I know, no one's ever gone into Uranus to find out. Have they?
Maybe that formation is the remnants of a giant ancient alien that used to reign over Uranus. Maybe he ruled the planet with an iron fist, and eventually Uranus got overtaken.
We may not be the first to discover this planet. Maybe other people have come and gone on Uranus.
Oh man, I better go. A lot of the stuff we have to work with around here is really old. Oh man, there goes my lunch break.
With all its methane gases and supersonic winds, it seems that for now, Uranus will have to remain uninhabited.
When I came into work this morning, I had no idea that Uranus would be the topic of the day.
Did you know the planet Uranus is almost 2 billion miles away?
Wow, that man on Uranus is really up there.
Also, the planet is only visible for about 6 months a year.
Now, every time I look at the sky, I'm gonna think about Uranus.
I think we all had a good time with Uranus today.
Yeah,
All this talk about Uranus has made me hungry.
I filled up on snacks while we were filming. I packed some fudge today.
Good idea.
I think I have some chocolate starfish in my purse.
Thanks.
Sure.
I love those candies.
Huh, I've never heard of those.
Let's go home.
Everyone thinks, because we're here on Earth, that the things in outer space don't affect us. But we don't know what's out there, so we don't know if it's affecting us. That I know.
Maybe, once in a while, something stops in for a visit. Something we can't explain.
People say, who knows? But I think the important question is, who knows that they don't know?